this morning, I want you to think for a moment about why you joined Toastmasters. What prompted you? What goals, what inspiration did you have for joining? And what are you looking or how are you looking to continue growing those skills, to continue making Toastmasters work for you so that you can become a better person, a better speaker, a better leader? So that's what we're going to be talking about this morning as we explore the roles that go into making our club dynamic. So, Toastmasters clubs are independent, uh, nonprofit organizations. We all get to decide within our club what works for our club within rules set by Toastmasters. But the officer team, the executive committee, is what helps make sure that our club is successful, that our members to get the support they need, and that the club keeps functioning. So, briefly today, I'm just going to give you kind of an overview of what each role is because we are about to enter into election season. The Toastmasters year starts officially on July 1st. So, sometime in the next 2 months, we need to hold an officer election. We have some officers currently that are looking to stay on, but there's always room for new people to help and support. So, creating a dynamic Toastmasters experience requires a dynamic team of people. So, are you one of the people that's going to help make the 2025-2026 Dynamically Speaking year awesome? And we want you to be at your best. So, when you're thinking about stepping up as a leader, whether it's in Toastmasters or anything else, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, do you have the time? So some roles take more time than others, but you don't want to overburden yourself. Toastmasters should be fun. So make sure that you have some time that you can set aside. Do you have a strong desire to develop and share your leadership skills? And as I go through the different roles, think about it from three different angles. Do you have skills that you want to learn? Something new that you want to develop? Do you have skills that you want to increase your competency in? So there's learning a new skill, but then there's developing a skill that you've got some level of competency in. And then there's also the skills that you're already pretty expert at that you want to share. So, for example, social media is a part of one of the roles. So maybe that's something you know you need to learn. So you want to take on the role that focuses on social media so that you can get better at it. Or maybe you're starting to develop some social media skills and you want a reason to dive deeper. Or you're awesome at it, it's easy for you, you love doing it, so you want to share that skill with the club. Any one of those levels might be a reason that you take on a role in our leadership team. So, do you like event planning? Is that something you enjoy doing? Are you interested in helping with virtual meeting planning and coordination? Would you like to get your feet wet as an officer? Does this sound kind of interesting, but you're not too sure? If that sounds like you, then Sergeant at Arms might be a role that you want to ask about for this coming election season. The sergeant at arms responsibilities are helping with meeting room setup generally. And with the pandemic, then the introduction of virtual meetings, the sergeant at arms role isn't what it used to be. So it may be something that you could help craft and turn into something new that's appropriate for our club and the fact that we are an online only meeting. The next role, are you a strong listener? Are you organized? Do you like taking notes and keeping records? Some people love, I know I love notebooks and writing things down and keeping things structured and organized. And also this one's another one. Do you want to get your feet wet without jumping in too intensely? Secretary might be a role that you could take on in this next year. The secretary's responsibilities are to take notes at our executive meetings that happen once a month. We get together for about an hour and hang out on Zoom to talk about making our club awesome. The secretary maintains club records, and then they also have a very important job once a year that takes about 5 minutes, which is to submit our officer list to Toastmasters International. So that's the secretary role. The next one, do you like numbers? Are you one of those number crunchy people? Do you have a strong attention to detail? And again, would you like to get your feet wet without diving in too deep to all the nitty gritty of Toastmasters? Then treasurer. might be a role that you would like to explore. The treasurer's responsibilities are to, as you might expect, manage the club bank account, handle new member payments, and then twice a year in Toastmasters, we have a renewal period. And that's really when the treasurer role gets heavy, is during, that those two periods of the year. And then this one is where the social media comes in. So, do you love social media? Do you like playing online? Are you excited to advocate for Dynamically Speaking Toastmasters and get the word out that we're here and we're awesome? And are you looking to develop promotional skills for your professional or your entrepreneurial goals? If that sounds like you, then you may want to consider Vice President of Public Relations. So, this is a very outward facing role where you get to post about the club. Tammy is our current Vice President of Public Relations. All of these awesome backgrounds have been part of what she's been doing to make this role her own. So the responsibilities of the VPPR is to manage the club website, to post to social media, and promote club events. And this one, you can take this role in a lot of different directions, like you've seen Tammy do. And then next, do you like meeting new people? Are you excited to advocate for the club to individuals? And are you looking to develop sales skills for your professional or entrepreneurial goals? If that sounds interesting, then Vice President of Membership might be a role you want to check out. The membership role is all about nurturing guests into becoming members. You schedule orientation calls to get our new members onboarded, and then you facilitate that application and onboarding process in conjunction with the treasurer and the vice president of education. And next, do you enjoy mentoring others? Are you excited about Pathways, the Toastmasters learning curriculum? Do you enjoy helping others set and achieve goals? And do you just love Toastmasters? Do you love Toastmasters and everything that we do? Vice President of Education might be a fun role to look at. This is an immersive one, but if you really love getting your hands dirty with Toastmasters and just being a part of all of it, VPE is super fun. So the responsibilities are to maintain the agenda, to encourage Pathways progress. You organize the speech contest and you facilitate the club mentoring program. And then finally, do you like leading and motivating, being a cheerleader? Are you passionate about helping the team succeed? And are you committed to showing up to every meeting you possibly can throughout the course of the year? If that sounds like you, then president might be a role that you'd like to take on. This one, we do have to turn over the president every year, so this is always an open slot. And the president's responsibilities are really to be the cheerleader and the coach, kind of the CEO of the club. So there's a less administrative responsibility. It's more about motivating us towards our distinguished club program goals and also facilitating the moments of truth, which is a tool Toastmasters offers, and also helping to write the club success plan every year. And then, just so you know, if you hadn't made this connection yet, if you are a club officer, there are a multitude of opportunities to achieve your pathways goals while performing your role. So for our existing officers, if you have not completed a pathways project yet off of the 10 months that you've been a club officer, let's talk. I'd like to help get you hooked up with some boxes you can check. So a brief overview, and I'll drop an image of this in the chat. I know this was a deluge of information. We already talked about all the responsibilities. Just as an overview, when you're looking at the intensity of each role, treasurer, secretary, sergeant at arms is a little bit of an easier role. VPE and VPPR are the heaviest lifting of all of them. So as you're looking at the amount of time you have to offer, this is kind of the level of intensity you can expect. Experience level in terms of how much Toastmasters experience you want to have going in. Again, treasurer, secretary, sergeant at arms, little lighter. President and VPE should be experienced Toastmasters coming in. And then this activation line is basically when you have to do stuff. So again, I'm going to drop this in the chat because I don't have time to go through all of it. If any of this was intriguing, feel free to reach out to Shayla or myself or any of the executives, and we can talk to you about what roles may be interesting to you. But the biggest thing is if you like this club and you like the people in this club and you want to hang out with them more, and that's why I'm on the executive team because I get to hang out with some awesome ladies extra beyond the club meetings.